This is the Dodgers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Los Angeles Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Just keeps getting better. Welcome to the Locked On Dodgers POSTCAST on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. The place to hang out when every game is done. We appreciate you allowing us to be your source for your team every day. Today's episode brought to you by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. I am Pete Fox, covering sports in LA, dating back to 2007 for ESPN LA and NBC Sports Radio. Well, the Dodgers' losing streak persists. They continue to struggle on the mound, and that's putting it mildly. And, well, they got a run here in the ninth. It's 9-4 now. But the problem is the pitching. And I love the people who come in before the show starts with the comments. Gives me an opportunity to read them a little better. It's hard to read all the comments during the show, especially when they're longer, like Alex is here. And I know what you're going to say as an excuse. After the third inning, they didn't allow any runs. Yeah, but what about the 7 allowed before that? They lost this game in the first 3 innings. Alex, I don't know how much you watch the show. You don't know me very well if you think that I'm going to just say, oh, it's fine. No, that was a disaster. Landon Knack is batting practice. I don't know how he got it together. He throws fastballs up in the zone. I mean, look, he did figure it out, find a groove eventually, but too little, too late. No, I'm not going to make excuses. Their pitching staff is an S show right now. It is an utter disaster. 32 runs over this 4-game losing streak. What in the hell is going on? I mean, we know what's going on. They're injured. They're banged up. And they have to have guys go out there and just wear it, as they like to say. Yeah, well, you know what? That's going to make it hard to win. That's going to cost you. 2 outs. How'd they score in the ninth? Teoscar grounded into a fielder's choice. Woohoo! Well, at least they didn't score all their runs via the home run. I was about to say that it's embarrassing when you have 0 runners in scoring position. At least they figured out a way to get a runner into scoring position by the end of the game. But yeah, Landon Knack, he has not gotten better compared to last year. Way too dependent on the fastball. It just looked like batting practice. The off speed was bad early. He did figure it out a little bit. Figured out a way to manage a few strikeouts, settled things down. But, you know, there's a mindset when you're up 7-0. Yeah, this game's over. We don't need to keep piling on, although a lot of times they do. No Name is fatalistic right now. R.I.P. Dodgers. Oh, it's over, huh? You're done. Okay. I would love to post more of your comments, but they're so filled with profanity. Kenny Chung has been going long before the show started. This is a good comment. This whole pitching staff is a mess. Can't win with all these AAA pitchers. Embarrassing. 100% right. Oh, that's Alex again. Sorry. Kenny says this team is in a free fall. Yes. Sauer is finally showing what he actually is. I think he's trying to say what a gas can he actually is. Got the gas part. He's mad about the non-error calls on Muncy and Hae-Sung Kim. Absolute. Oh, I put up the S show. Sorry, I can't do that. Absolute S show. Can't believe that those errors by Kim and Muncy weren't recorded. This team needs to get their crap in order. The pitching is atrocious. Knack is a bum. And Nando with some positivity. don't worry, Kershaw's going to pitch again for another loss. Let's try to find some positivity. Mookie Betts found it. He hit a couple of home runs. Shohei went deep. All right, there's all the positivity. There's just not a lot. Look, the pitching staff's got problems right now. We need Roki back. We need Landon back in AAA. Jack Dreyer starting. I mean, come on. These bullpen days are too frequent. They should be few and far between. 2 on, 2 out. Rally. It's I feel like we've seen this. They pull up the same Robleski, Knack. Is there nobody else down there that can pitch? I'm sorry, I don't pay attention to what's going on in Oklahoma City. But and why are the Dodgers starting pitchers always get banged up? I mean, I feel like we're right where we were last year, in spite of the fact that they went and acquired guys like Blake Snell, who, by the way, I'm not that big a fan of. I don't think he's the panacea for this pitching staff, but he's good. He's definitely good. No Name says Jackson Ferris, but he's in AA. Thank you for that, No Name. Keep an eye out for that guy. This is not Conforto's fault. Everyone's blaming it on Conforto because he's still in a slump. Love that. It's Conforto's damn fault. If Conforto was hitting, everything would be fine. Conforto 0 for 3. Look, everybody was over tonight. Teo 0 for 4. Muncy over. Conforto over. Edman over. Kim over. Freeman did have a hit. As we said, top of the lineup. 4 hits, 5 hits. Will Smith had a hit too. All right. Those were late. Didn't mean much. So, the pitching is a problem. The bullpen is overused. As I said before, I've said this many times before. I said it yesterday after they lost. I'm just worried about what it all means moving forward. Even when some of these guys get healthy, you're going to have to get some longer starting pitching outings. Got to get, and it can't just be Yamamoto. And here's another thing to pile on the bad state of affairs for the pitching staff. When Yamamoto goes out there, the run production for him is low. So he's got to work extra hard. Dustin May hasn't been good his last few outings. Roki Sasaki is out. Ben Kasparius is not a starter. Tony Gonsolin, he's been okay. So that's a little bit of a bright spot. He was bad last outing, but his first few outings were fine. He's pitched all right. So at least that is something to feel positive about when he comes back through the rotation. Glass now, I don't even know if we're going to see him again. Snell should be back, although they moved him up to the 60-day. We got Kershaw. Not a lot of positivity there when you watch him pitch, or confidence anyway. Yeah, whoever made the comment about acquiring another starting pitcher, I feel like that is spot on. You got to have somebody who could go out there and rack up some innings and get some outs. This just ain't doing it. 9-5. Not over yet. Not dead yet. Tommy Edman with a single to right. Teo scoring. Conforto to second. Hey, Conforto. How did Conforto get on? Maybe he got on with a walk. Oh, if he got on with a base hit, you guys would have had to all apologize. This is a frustrating day. There are 2 commercials that run incessantly during the Dodger games that drive me absolutely insane. And when the Dodgers are losing and they're in the middle of a 4-game losing streak, I cannot get to the remote fast enough to turn them off. And I'm going to tell you what they are after the break, but I'm not going to mention the sponsor because I don't want to get in trouble. You'll know what they are, but it just infuriates me, not because of the product, because of the way one of them is for Spectrum. And I'm a huge Spectrum fan. I got no problem with Spectrum, but whoever does their in-house commercials to promote Spectrum should be fired. They're awful. They are awful. Every single one of their commercials is terrible. But the other one's for a cruise liner. Drives me absolutely insane. Got no problem with the cruise liner. Got a problem with the ad. I'll tell you what bothers me about that next. And maybe, who knows, this rally will continue. We might get a win by the time the show is over because of my reverse psychology starting the show early mentality. It's the Locked On Dodgers postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. We appreciate you allowing us to be your source for your team every day. Today's episode of the Locked On Dodgers postcast is brought to you by Monarch Money. Ever check that bank account and go, hey, where did all my money go? It's like checking the Dodgers. It's like checking the Dodgers box score when you didn't watch, going, hey, what's up with all these losses? Well, you go dining out, online shopping, entertainment, buying sports equipment for your kids, or maybe you need a new driver or a wedge or a putter, and you're like, hey, can't believe my bank account's so low. Well, if you had something like Monarch Money acting as your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances, you would feel better about things, because Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center where you can track all of your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So you stop just managing your money and you start building wealth. And there's easy collaboration. Managing money with your partner is smoother than ever. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without stress. So you can put your bank account there. You can also put your investment portfolio, whatever you want. It'll manage all of it for you. Keep track of it. So take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year. Today's episode also brought to you by wonderful pistachios. Looking for a snack that's both delicious and nutritious? Crack into a good source of protein with wonderful pistachios. Wonderful pistachios is one of the highest protein nuts. Each 1 ounce serving has 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value. Plus, they're packed with fiber and better for you unsaturated fats to help you keep your stomach feeling fuller longer. They have the no-shell version. If you don't like to go through the ritual and the hassle, you just pop them into your mouth, put them in your backpack or your purse or whatever, in the little side pocket of your car. I enjoy the whole process of going through the shell and getting the nut out and all of that. So that is my preference there. But get snacking, get cracking with the snack that packs a protein punch. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. Still 9-5, 2 runners on with 2 outs. Dodgers trying to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. So anyway, that commercial with Cam from Modern Family, he's on a cruise ship named after a Scandinavian country. Seems really cool until you read the fine print. He goes out of his way to promote unlimited drinks are included. To me, that's pretty black and white. Unlimited drinks included. And the whole concept of the ad is more. You get more. And then at the bottom, rally comes to an end. Dodgers lose 9-5. They dropped 4 in a row now. At the end of the commercial, at the bottom in the fine print, it says, to get unlimited drinks, there is an extra fee. I'm like, what? Like, how? That doesn't mean it's included. That is such double talk, and it drives me insane. The commercial's well produced because Cam's great, right? I love it when he has the Aperol spritz and he's like, hello. He's just funny. But it's so infuriating to me that they're like, more, get more. It's included. Unlimited drinks included if you pay more. Obviously, if I just give you my credit card and you say, I say, open it up. Let's go. Open bar. Yeah, more is included if I give you my credit card and say pay for it. That is not included. Oh. And then the Spectrum commercial where the lady is like, I'm kind of a deal hunter. I like to find deals. Generally, that's what being a deal hunter is. Oh, that commercial. Last year, it was the one during the Clippers for Spectrum where they go into the store and the couple's like, I'm so excited to see what Spectrum has to offer. It drove me so nuts that anytime my daughter says those words, I'm so excited, I flash back to that commercial. No name. This is a good point right here. And I am so curious as to why this is the case. Dodgers just can't keep their pitchers healthy. Why is that? What is that just an anomaly? Is that just a black cloud that hangs over their head, or is something going on? Or do they just go find guys that are health risks as far as staying out there and pitching? Yes, Ad K. There's nothing to talk about in this game, so we're just going to discuss commercials. Well, I feel like we've talked about everything in this game. I mean, how negative can we go down this rabbit hole? You know? There is a little bit of positivity. Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts hit some home runs, but the pitching was atrocious. And it's not surprising because it was Jack Dreyer starting. He was a rookie. He's not a starting pitcher. Landon Knack, they were in the hole right out of the gate. Again, the fourth game in a row, they fall behind early. You know, it's just there was one exciting thing that happened that had nothing to do with anything, but there was a 16 pitch at bat and Landon Knack did get that guy out. Moreno, longest at bat in the majors this season. Want to talk about that? Want to dig in deep on that? It was kind of fun, you know. But Shohei Ohtani, 17th home run of the season, went oppo, hit it hard, 389 feet. Then Mookie went back to back. Thought for a second we'd have some life, but then Matt Sauer comes in and gives up a 2-run home run. So you just get a crumb, a morsel of hope, and it's stomped on. So I guess we're in the doldrums. We're out in the middle of the ocean and there is just no wind right now, and they'll fight through it. They'll be okay, but it's not going to be easy. We went through this last year. Just let me remind you about that. The pitching was an issue last year as well, and it was worse. Okay. The bullpen is improved. Yeah, it's more banged up potentially this year, but the pitching was worse last year, and they won the World Series. They won a World Series game on a bullpen day. So, anything is possible. Like, let's not cash in our chips on this season being over right now because the Dodgers have lost 4 in a row and their pitching staff is banged up. Tomorrow going to be better, right? Yamamoto will pitch tomorrow. And they got some guy named Nelson pitching, Ryan Nelson, who has a 5.13 ERA. Their normal starter there has hit the IL, Rodriguez. So it's a good opportunity for the Dodgers to snap the 4-game skid and get back on the right side of things. And Dustin May pitches on Wednesday, but he's got to face Corbin Burns, who is very good and had his way with the Dodgers last time in Arizona. So, it's a tough spot of the season. We're all a little frustrated right now. And I don't know what to tell you. There's not a lot of brightness going on in the Dodger universe, but it will come back sooner before later. I feel confident to say. Bacon tree. I like that. These issues would be fixed if Conforto wasn't taking effing left field. All of the pitching issues would be fixed if Conforto wasn't out there. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. All right. That's anything else you want to get to? Add K. I know the Dodgers are going to be fine, but the 4 in a row with the 3 against the Angels is rough. I agree. I fully agree. I'm at a point with this team right now where this show and you guys is cathartic to me, right? That's where I am. Like, I'm so frustrated with the Dodgers that other things in my life are frustrating the crap out of me, right? Things that don't normally bother me. It's like this Dodger black cloud right now, and their pitching staff is just hanging over my head, frustrating me. Like, kind of like you wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat. Did they just lose 4 in a row, including 3 in a row to the Angels? Yes. Look, it's not fun. So it's good to have Teo back. It's good to have Edman back. Those are positives. Let's get out of here. 9-5 the final. They did rally a little bit in the ninth. That's also something, silver line. It's not silver. Let's call it a gray lining. It's definitely not silver. It's gray. 9-5 the final. They've dropped 4 in a row. Yamamoto starts tomorrow at 7:10. We'll be here right afterwards to break it down for you. Hey, don't forget to check out Jeff and Vince and get their take on what's happening in the Dodger universe right now. The Locked On Dodger daily podcast, Monday through Friday. They give you 30 to 35. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for helping me kind of vent and get it off my chest. And I hope you feel a little better too. Take care. Have a good night. We will talk tomorrow.